Hi everyone, it's Katharine here from MHA Community South Staffordshire, here today with a cardio exercise session provided by MHA Digital Communities. So we'll get started with our warm-up. So before we get started with our warm-up, we want to think about our space and making sure we've got plenty of space to move around, because we are going to be putting our legs up and our arms side to side, making sure we've got a good sturdy chair. It's really important that you do go at your own pace today. I'll be instructing the exercises, but if you want to pause, take a break or stop the exercises, by all means do what feels right for you and your body. If we think about our posture as well, we want to make sure that we sat nice and upright. We have our shoulders back, our chin up, bracing the tummy muscles, trying to aim for our knees in line with our hips and our knees in line with our toes, with our feet flat on the floor. So we'll start off our warm-up and we're just going to rub our legs to start off with, giving them a good rub, like so. And then we're going to wiggle our fingers. We're going to wiggle our fingers and then wiggle our toes, like so. Imagine a piano as well. We can do some scales on the piano. We're going to get the blood flow into the fingers, blood flow into the toes. Good. Onto our neck now. So we're just going to gently turn from side to side, just going round as far as feels comfortable, stretching off the neck muscles, like so. Taking deep breaths. Good. Now onto our shoulders. So relaxing our hands either side of our body, and we're going to bring our shoulders up, forwards and round, making circles. So helping the blood flow to the muscles, stretching off the shoulders before we get started. Good, and back. So going forwards, up and back now. Good. Relaxing the shoulders now, we're going to go on to our chest muscles now. So we're gently going to bring our arms in and out, in and out. We can change direction of our hands as well, like so. Taking deep breaths. So we should feel a nice stretch of the chest muscles. Good, and we'll go one more. Onto our legs now. So stretching off the legs, getting the blood flow into the legs. We're just going to gently bring our leg up and back down. So up and back down. Being really gentle with the leg lifts. What we want to avoid, we don't want to lock out our knees, so we want to maintain a nice bend in the knees, like so. Taking deep breaths, lifting the legs up as high as feels comfortable. Good, and we'll go two more. Sit, good. Now stretching off our heels, we'll go heel to toe, heel to toe. So it's a good stretch for the calf muscles and for the back of the leg. So gently heel to toe, heel to toe. Onto the other leg now. We're going to go again, heel to toe, heel to toe. Good. Good. So we're going to finish off the warm-up now and we're going to go onto a march. So we're just gently going onto a march. We're going to try and aim for opposite arm and leg as well. So if your right arm's swinging, your left leg's coming up and vice versa. So now we're going to continue getting our heart rate up a little bit, getting ready for the main exercises, like so. Taking deep breaths now, because we're going to feel our heart rate going up a little bit more now. Good, and we'll go about another 10 more seconds. Sit, good. And relax, and we'll have a good wiggle off, and we'll get started with our main exercises. So now we've done our warm-up, should be ready for our main exercises. Before we get started with the main exercise, I'm just going to touch on some of the main benefits of our cardio workout. So a cardio workout is essentially using large muscle groups and moving them in a rhythmic motion. So that could be something like walking, but for today we're going to do it seated and do it on a seated exercise session. So there's many benefits to doing a cardio workout, and the biggest one is going to help with the function, improve the function of our heart and our lungs, which will make us feel fitter and will give us more energy. It will help manage and help prevent chronic diseases and illnesses as well. It'll help lift our mood, make us feel better and healthier, and it can also help with weight loss and weight management as well. So there's lots and lots of benefits. That's just touching on just a few. So now we'll get started with our main exercises. So we'll just readjust our posture, making sure we're sat nice and upright. And just like we did in the warm-up, we're going to do a march. So we're going to carry on with our march, and we're going to try and use opposite arm and leg. Like so. So working on our coordination as well, making our brains work a little bit harder. So we're going to take deep breaths all the way through, making sure we're sat nice and upright. Good. That's great, and we can lift the legs a little bit higher now if we want to. Get those legs working a little bit more harder, lifting them a little bit higher. Good. So now we're going to work on bringing our leg tap to the side, back to centre, tap to the side. So really making sure we're sat nice and upright, tap to the side, tap to the side. Good. Now I'm doing it at this pace, but if you want to do it a bit slower, by all means do so. Do what makes you feel comfortable today. Good. Good, and we'll go one more each leg. That's great. So now we're going to go back to a march, and we're going to tap our opposite leg. So our right hand's going to come up, tap our left, and vice versa. So we're going to lift our knees up, and we're going to tap the opposite leg, like so. Making sure we are concentrating on our breathing. Good. So tap and tap. Let's bring our arms higher now. So bringing our arms higher to tap the opposite leg. Good. And onto some punches now. So we're going to punch forwards, like so. So we're going to try and rotate round just slightly as we're punching forwards. Keeping our tummy muscles nice and strong, keeping our shoulders back. When we're extending our arm, just keeping a slight bend in the arm. Good. Onto some kicks now. So back to the lower half, we're just going to gently kick forward like so. Cautious of the knees. We want to keep nice soft knees, soft joints, so just a gentle kick forward. trying to maintain a little bend in the knee as our leg comes up. Good. So now we're going to make it a little bit harder. As we kick out, we're going to punch with the opposite arm. So we'll just do that slowly, just to get started. Then we feel a little bit more confident with it, we can go a little bit faster. Taking deep breaths, punching forwards, keeping the joints nice and soft. Good. Lovely. So now we're going to go back to a march. Good. So keep focusing on opposite arm and leg again. Bringing those knees a little bit higher if we can. Good. So now we're going to work our arms now. We're going to do a bicep curl. So we're just going to adjust our posture. I'm going to do a single arm up and down like so. Good. Taking deep breaths. Good. So onto a box walk now. We're going to bring our toes forwards, forwards and back, switching legs. Toes out and in, out and in. Thinking about our posture as well. Making sure we're nice and upright. Got our legs working quite hard now. We're relaxing the arms a little bit. Good. Good. So next we're going to roll our arms forward. We're going to come back and we're going to do a clap. Coming forwards, back and clap. As we're coming forwards, we're keeping our shoulders back and we're bracing our tummy muscles. Good. Good. So next we're going to clap high and clap low. We want to keep our feet moving as well. Tapping the feet, tapping the heels, tapping the toes. Good. Onto the opposite side now. High and low. High and low. Good. So now we're going to toe rotate round to the side, keeping our shoulders back, bracing our tummy muscles. Can tap our feet along as well. Good. Real. So next we're going to go knee to elbow, knee to elbow like so. If that feels a little bit too much, what we can do is just bring our legs up and switch our legs. So as the legs are coming up, we're going to brace our tummy muscles to come down. So we can either go just with our knees or we can aim to have our knees to elbow like so. Good. Real. So onto a march again now. So I'm going to focus on opposite arm and leg again. Good. So we're just going to gently reduce the speed of the marches now. So the arms aren't going as high, legs aren't going as high like so. Just nice and gently. Good. And we're going to just slowly bring our arms side to side. Nice and gently. If you imagine we're drawing a figure of 8. Good. And we'll have some gentle kicks, just nice and gently. Cautious of the knees. Good. Good, then we'll go heel to toe, heel to toe. So just doing soft exercises, like so. Just help bring our heart rate down a little bit more. Good, onto the opposite leg. Good. Lovely. So now we'll have a good wiggle off, wiggle in the body, like so. And we'll go on to a cool down now and we'll do some stretches to finish off. So to finish off the session now, we're going to do a gentle cool down. So we're going to do some light stretches, just help wind our bodies down and help improve our flexibility as well. So before we get started, if we think about our posture, making sure we're sat in that nice upright position. And we're going to start our cool down by taking 5 deep breaths. So we're going to go in and out. Good. So on to our first stretch. We're going to stretch our chest muscles. We're going to have our palms facing forward and we're going to bring our arms back to feel the stretch in the chest muscles. Now we don't want to bring our arms too far back. We don't want to put too much pressure on the shoulders. Just want to feel a nice stretch in the chest muscles and we're going to pause in that position like so. Remember your deep breaths. Good. Relaxing now. So onto the top of our back. We're going to place one arm over our chest and the opposite arm above our elbow. We're going to stretch that arm out straight and then we're going to bring our arm close to the body as far as we can. So we want to feel a mild tension in the back of our shoulders, on the top of our back. And deep breaths. Good, and then onto the opposite arm, same again, arm outstretched over the chest with the opposite arm above the elbow, taking deep breaths. Good, onto our legs now. We'll do our right leg first. We're going to extend our leg, trying to maintain a slight bend in the knee, and we're going to have our toes pointing towards the ceiling, or as far up as we can with our own leg, and then toes pointing as far up as we can, and we're just going to take a slight lean forward. We just want to feel a slight mild tension on the hamstrings and the calf muscles. I'm taking deep breaths, so we don't want to feel any pain, we just feel a little mild tension on the muscles. Good, bending the right leg now, and we're going to stretch our left leg out, same again, having our toes pointed as far up towards the ceiling as we can, and we're just going to lean forward, and again we want to feel that mild tension. Try and remember not to lock out our knees. So deep breaths. Good, then slowly bending the knee back into our starting position, readjusting our posture. And now we're just going to going down to the side, trying to keep really strong tummy muscles, keeping our shoulders back as we do this. We're going to rotate down, lean to the side, deep breaths, holding that position. If you're quite tight with your back muscles, you may only go down slightly, but just want to feel a bit of mild tension in the opposite side of the back. Taking deep breaths, keeping the shoulders nice and strong as well. And then back to centre, same again, keeping those shoulders back, tummy muscles nice and strong, feeling that mild stretch in the side of our back. Like so. Good, back to centre now. And all we're going to do, final stretch to finish off, is that we're going to gently, really nice and steadily relax our shoulders, coming down, keeping those tummy muscles nice and strong. We're just going to let our shoulders roll forward to stretch off our back muscles, like so. Just going down as far as feels comfortable. Taking deep breaths. Good, and then really slowly, nice and gently, coming up, like so. You might want to pause for a moment and have a good wiggle around to finish off the session. And that's the end of our stretch routine now, and we're coming on to a close for our session.